Hello ladies and gentlemen, all that magic here, and welcome back to another World of Tanks video. And in this video, I am on Ruinberg War in the Cromwell Knight. So lots of you are probably looking at buying this tank, so that's why I got this video out now for my first impressions. And I was so excited to play this tank, I forgot to put batteries in my controller. They died right off the bat. So, yeah, let's skip to the part where I actually have batteries. So yeah, that was a good minute and 20 seconds of not doing anything, and I'm sure my team loved me for that. So, yeah, first time in the Cromwell Knight, this tank is fantastic to drive right off the bat. It's very maneuverable, it gets up to speed pretty darn quick, and I'm gonna get my first firefight shortly. So, the aesthetics of this tank, it looks very nice, with the Union Jack on there. Ooh, here we go. Q1 heavy. Pow. I was surprised. I didn't really look at the stats or anything of this tank when I rolled out the first time because I was just too excited. And when I hit that thing for 143, I was like, wow. Like, that's pretty decent damage. May not be for you, but I don't know. I found it pretty interesting. So M3 Lee. Ooh, can we get a shot? No. So, I mean, this is pretty sweet. You'll see. I mean, I'm just like, I don't know. It seems very consistent, and I like it. And like in the videos and stuff, I was watching Cosmic Carry videos on this tank, and it's just phenomenal. Like, I don't know. Like in those videos I saw it being like amazing and stuff, and I've seen other videos of people playing different tanks and they're just doing fantastic in the tank, and I was like, well, it may be like one of those scenarios where I see people do good in it but I don't. But this is not the case. I saw people do good in this tank, and I'm doing pretty well in this tank too, especially for my first game. It's really also just a very fun enjoyment to have to like play with tier 6 tanks again, because recently, I mean, tier 8 tanks, you see tier 10s, it gets very stressful, and you start to forget that there's other tier tanks in the game besides tier 8 and tier 9 and 10. But there are, and this tank really brings you back that enjoyment and pleasure of you really do have an impact of the battle, and you can make that impact happen, and it's just so fun. Really fun to do with friends too. I mean, this is my first few games solo, but I can only imagine how good this tank is with a friend. Later on, actually, I did play it with a friend who had the Cromwell, and we had a blast. It's just so neat driving a fast medium tank, and I don't know, it just, the big selling point for me was it brought me back into tier 6s, and I'm really enjoying myself. The last time I really did a bunch of tier 6 matches was back in the TOG, and it's been quite some time since the TOG happened, so I made a decent amount of silver that game. Look at that. Without premium, for a tier 6, that's pretty doable. So, we're gonna do, this is the like second battle in this tank I did. These are back-to-back battles, and it's just so amazing how consistent this tank is. I really like it, and I really can't find a downside about it. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I really can't find any downsides about this tank. Only ups. Besides the fact it costs money, you can get a free version of this tank too, which is amazing. But there are some slight modifications with the gun. I think the other one has better gun handling. I think that's what it is. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, I just really can't find anything bad about this tank. It's just fantastic. So we're on Marovanka here. Tier 8 match. And this thing is just as deadly in a tier 8 match, so no need to worry. Yeah, this is just one of those tanks I don't have to fear being in tier 8 matches, like, or top tier. And that's a rare feeling you get in a premium tank, because when I see tier 8s in this tank, I'm just like, ooh, more hit points, more damage, and they tend to forget about you because you're just a little tier 6 medium Cromwell. But boy, is this thing devastating. Yeah, it's just a beast, a little beast. And yeah, it really made the pack. I bought the Independence Day bundle, the 13,000 gold pack. It got me the Liberté, Freedom, and this little sucker. I'll have my first games in those up soon, but they're not nearly as good of a story as this tank, because I can't find a downside to it. It's really phenomenal. I sound like I'm selling this tank. I mean, I am, kind of. That's what I'm hoping to do, is make it so you guys want to purchase this tank too if you are looking at it. Because it is definitely a 10 out of 10, go buy it for me. Alright, so anyways, I'll stop talking, and I'll let you enjoy the awesomeness that is the Cromwell Knight. So, I'll leave it to you. See you later.
Ready to fire on target. We barely grazed him. Target locked. That one did some damage. Enemy scrapped. Ready to fire on target. Looks like that one went right through. Enemy is hit. They've spotted us. Ready to fire. Locked on. Ready to fire on target. Enemy tanks in the base. Get rid of them. You're just dig them. Load it up. Let it rip. Releasing target.
So yeah, those were 2 back-to-back games in the Cromwell Knight. The next 2 are also just as good. I just didn't think you all would want all that. Actually, I did get a 2k damage game in this tank, but I was not recording, so bummer. End of the day, this thing is fantastic. If you want to buy it, go get it. And yeah, so thank you all for tuning in, and I will see you on the battlefield.